What's going on, guys? Colin here with Red Beans and Dice. Today I'm going to be reviewing and showing you some of the content in Wulfsburg, the expansion for Zombicide Black Plague. It is about $60 US, brand new. Maybe you can get it for cheaper somewhere. It's been out for a little bit. So I'm going to go through some of the new things you get. I'm going to give you a little brief example of how some of the new survivors and zombies work, and then some of the new explain some of the new tiles and how they function with the new expansion. So let's get into it. You're going to get 4 new survivors. You're going to get Morgan, Carl with the K, Theo, and then Ariane. I think that's how you say that. But they all have really good starting abilities. We have Morgan, who has Reaper Combat. So that just means if you kill a zombie of a certain type, you can actually take another zombie out, just one of the same type. So say you kill a fatty and a walker, and then there's on the same tile that you just attacked, you can actually, if you kill both of those, and then there's an extra walker or fatty, you can choose which one you want to take out. So that's a great starting ability that you have with her. And then Carl has +1 to magical dice, so you just get to roll an extra dice if you're using a spell. Theo actually has something called Sprint. So Sprint is, to be honest, I think that Theo is probably the best survivor in the game, just because Sprint, you use one action, you can do this once per his turn, one action, and you can move 3 spaces, as long as there's not a zombie in there. So moving 3 spaces is just absolutely wonderful. It's great. It's something that gets you away from the zombies, so obviously a good ability to start out with. Ariane has the jump ability, which lets you move 2 spaces, and I think you can jump over zombies, and it's just, you have to have line of sight though, I believe. With the jump ability, you have to have line of sight, so it's kind of like a crappier Sprint, to be honest. So there's that. And so let's get into the zombies and what you get with that. You're going to get the Wolfbomination, and then you're going to get the Zombie Wolfz. I think there's 21 Zombie Wolfz, and then just 1 Wolfbomination. They all have 3 activations, which means that they are moving very quickly and coming at you real quick. So it really spices up the game. It makes it wonderful. I've loved playing with it. I can't believe that I played without it. So Wolfbomination takes 3 damage points to kill it, and the Wolves just take 1. But it really makes you kind of plan out where you want your survivors to be, because one wolf zombie activates on your tile. It does 3 points of damage. Survivors only have 3 points of damage, so you can die pretty quickly if you get a bunch of those guys. They're pretty annoying, but they make the game fun. So you also get 2 new tile pieces, and then 10 new missions are going to come with this. So that's really great. I have also kind of noticed that some of the missions are they mix it up a little more with the Wulfsburg expansion. So you're getting a different kind of variety. There are some of those cookie cutter missions where it's like, grab the objectives, get to here. There's a couple of those in there. But there's also ones, I think I played one where it was kind of like a tower defense type thing where you have to protect a certain area. And then there's other ones where there's no real objectives, but you just try to level up each one of your characters. So that is also, I thought that was cool, just try to get it all the way up to red and go from there. So we got the tile pieces here. If you can, let's see here, they're double-sided, obviously. We got the towers right here, and basically you can shoot off of them, but zombies have to go, like if a zombie started here, it would have to go up the stairs all the way through here. So it's a different aspect of the game that's, to be honest, actually, you just don't go up here, because if you go up here, you're basically trapped. So I don't really actually understand these tower tiles. It's a good thought, it's a good try, A for effort, but I haven't really used them that much. And then when you're trying to run away from zombies, you don't want to go down a one-way street. You kind of want to give yourself options to go this way, that way, have an exit strategy in case you need to run. So I really haven't used them, and you don't want to be stationary in Zombicide for the most part. So I'm gonna give that a bad grade there. It's just something I don't use. It looks really cool. The artwork is, as always, beautiful, but the towers are they don't have a lot of function in the missions. So that's my honest opinion. but you do use them, and they do add a little bit of new aspects, new features to the game. So there's that. And then another thing I don't like is we have the Wolfbomination. He's got his little hand up, you know, like he's trying to ask a question in class. I'm not too big on this model. The wolves are great, the survivors are great, but the tower tiles and then the actual model for the Wolfbomination itself, I'm not a big fan of. Just the arm raising up. I don't know. That's just me. Just something personal. So you're going to get new equipment cards. You're going to get 4 new survivors. You're going to get 21 new zombie wolves, Wolfbomination, and then a bunch of new missions. So basically, it really can add a lot to your Zombicide Black Plague experience. I highly recommend it. It's probably, I think it's better than the Black Ops expansion that I did a review for on Zombicide Invaders. I think this really adds a lot to it. You can play with up to 10 players, and then, you know, if you have 4 people, for Zombicide, let's just break it down. You want to play with at least 2 survivors. If you play with 1, it's just not as fun. It's not as good. So 2 survivors for each person that you're playing with. If you have 4 players, you know, this way you can have 2 survivors each, so 8 total. And then it gives you a better selection of survivors, and it's just a really good expansion for the game. I've really liked it. It's awesome. So that's about it for Zombicide Wulfsburg expansion. I hope you liked my video. If you want to see more content of great reviews and stuff like that, you should probably subscribe to somebody else. There's got to be somebody else that's doing it that's better. So no, I'm joking. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know anything in the comments if you have any questions about it. And stay happy and healthy. And I love you guys. Bye.